10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the podcast from Doug Ground Up Productions with hosts Lady Miz and Ray. This is a universal platform, and there is nothing off limits. We talk about it all, and we keep it real. This is a no judgment zone, so come as you are. If you are a professional, entertainer, author, comedian, entrepreneur, or just someone who wants to get something off their chest, well, let your voice be heard here on From the Ground Up Productions. Sponsorship and other opportunities are available from the Ground Up Productions. Turning nothing into something. There's only one way to go from here. And now, here are your hosts, Lady Miz and Ray.
Yeah, what's good, people? It's your girl, Lady Miz, in the building with my co-host.
Y'all know what it is. It's Ray, y'all. What's up?
Double R in the building.
It's Ray, y'all.
What's good, people? We here. Happy Friday. You know, listen, guys, I want to shout out everybody that was really sending me those messages to get well soon. I am good. I do not think that I had COVID, and if I did, that shit did not win, okay? Because I was doing all of the things that the doctors be forgetting to tell you what to do, as far as making sure you take your vitamins and get that vitamin D level up, because that's the main thing that fights certain viruses and infections and all of that stuff. I did lose my smell and my taste for one day, but your girl was on it, and I'm here. Y'all see what it is, all right? So we ain't even worried. But listen, I want to shout y'all out definitely for sending that love. I appreciate y'all so much. Make sure you guys.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this. Mm-hmm. Obviously, it didn't win because you're here. So what is supposed to? That's that bullshit. I don't know. That's that shit. He don't want me here. What's really good? I'm saying you talking like, hey, I did like if you lost, you would be here. Like I lost, but here I am.
Cut it out. Anyway, y'all, listen, if you haven't already, make sure y'all share this, text this link or whatever to somebody. We got MC SHAN that's going to be joining us in a couple of minutes. We're going to chop it up with him. Y'all know we talking to him about everything, the verses, all of that, because that's about to go down. So we're going to get into that Queensbridge history. We had him on the show before, as y'all can see in the intro that we have. We put him on there. SHAN is, he ain't got no filter. Y'all already know that, okay? But before we get into that interview, we are going to first play a couple of commercials, and I got the pastor of Brooklyn in the building. I see you. We're going to talk to him real quick. Big shout out to DJ Russ, King Charlie Prince, Karen, Mom, Gloria, you know what I'm saying? And who else we got? Sanders in the building. That's the pastor, you know what I mean? Crown Heights, I see you. Mikey D, Al Mosley. Y'all already know what it is. Number 1 draft pick. I came prepared for y'all. We're going to do it. We're going to do it right. You know what I'm saying? So,
shout out to Kobe TV.
Yes, Kobe TV. I see you. Big ups to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Here all day. That's what I'm talking about. We're going to play a couple of commercials, and then, you know, we're going to come back, and then SHAN should be joining us then. So first, I want to remind y'all that we do sell packages for our network that we have on Roku. It's for content creators, but besides content creators, it's also for those who might want to advertise their business or whatever else they got going on. If you want sponsorships and all of that, we are the people to come to, so hit us up. So without further ado, let us get into that commercial real quick.
Are you a content creator? Do you make music videos, short films, documentaries, web series, kids shows, movies, stand-up comedy, visual podcast, educational shows, or sports? Are you a fitness instructor or gamer? Do you record church ceremonies or report news? If so, contact From the Ground Up Productions TV by email at fromthegroundupproductions@gmail.com. For more information on getting your content played on our network on Roku, where there are over 85 million viewers and growing. No more being limited or blocked on social media from the content you post and create. Get the freedom to be you without restrictions from controlled social media. And if you want to run your ads or sponsor our network, contact us now at fromtogroundupproductions@gmail.com to get started now.
Yes. So again, I just want to remind y'all, if you're a content creator, make sure you hit us up because we got plenty of packages available for you guys. We growing and we growing together. That's how it is. Big shout out to Godson. I see you, Godson the Pharaoh in the building. I see you. The pastor, I'm gonna talk to you in a hot minute. But right now we got MC Shan. So we want to welcome MC Shan to the show once again. Okay, I see you. That's right. How you doing?
Chilling like a villain. Say one time for your mind. There you go.
All right, that's right. One time. Oh, that means, Shan, I see you probably gonna be on good behavior today, huh?
I'm on my same behavior all the time. The whistle ain't far away. What you talking about? They grew up to this shit. They grew up to this.
I know. I see them on there saying that too. When you said shizzle with a whistle, he had this little whistle over there too. I seen that video. I seen the little whistle. Okay. Now, anyway, what's good, Shan? We happy to have you back on the show. Coming, again to talk with us and chop it up with us. We appreciate that. I know you didn't get to
appreciate y'all. Hold on. You can't come in here with that car, shorty. They ain't working right now. Daddy's doing something. Go outside. Tell him get out. Say, get out. Don't come back.
I got my little whistle too. Okay. I got my little whistle over there. We lit. What's good?
Yeah, and look, y'all know y'all gonna get it. Didn't I say not to come back in here? Don't come back. You know y'all gonna get it live and in person. You know how I do. Get out.
Listen, we already know.
Yeah, it's the same in our house.
I'm not playing with you, son.
While we waiting for Shan, to do his thing over there.
No, I'm ready. I told Holter. Look, I told Holter. I said, get out of here. He did this to me. Like I'm a sucker.
That's a what? Like what? You want beef? All right, you already know. Oh, that all right.
Big shout out to Lady Z.
Oh, Lady Z in the building. Okay, they pulling up early. Listen, before you even came, the questions was coming in. We got to scroll.
All right, let's get to them.
To see the questions. You know what I'm saying? You want to
let's get
to it. So as y'all know, we had Shan on the show before, and we already covered a lot of stuff with him as far as speaking about the history and things like that. We still want to touch on a little bit of that again. But listen, Shan, you know with the number one question that everybody's asking right now, right?
They didn't ask me to do no goddamn verses with Chris, and I was calling that nigga out 6 months before all of this ever happened. If y'all go back to my Instagram, I was calling him out like but now it's back to this is where he can get his fanfare because now they got crowds and whatnot. He's a great performer. Right. I can't mess with Chris's stage show, but as far as lyricism, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm on a different plane than he is. We all got our own plane, but my things are a little bit deeper. But he can kill me on stage. But no, I didn't fess on verses, and they just didn't call me.
Okay, all right, because
I couldn't see the whole. And underneath the little the flyer they had, it said it's for the culture. Whose culture? The one y'all making up right now? He said
the shit, you part of that damn culture too. So especially listen, everybody know, listen, the bridge and all of that, those were the joints. That's where the verses really started.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's where the verses really started for real. So y'all already had your verses anyway, but this is a different type of time, after COVID and stuff like that. I still like the verses. I'm gonna say I still think it's
listen, I was calling Chris out on verses when you had to be at home. And you had to sit and listen to what we say. Wasn't no say ho and yes, y'all, and the crowd go crazy and make Shan lose because he don't do hoes and yes, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I was on even keel right there. Now that they bringing the crowd back, it's like I'll mess with you on some lyrics, but your stage show is a different story. So you sit on your bench and I sit on my bench.
Right.
Honestly, most
ain't no say ho, yes, y'all. Let's just listen to who is the illest lyricist between me and this brother. I'm not taking any credit from him. You know what I'm saying? He has some of the greatest, stop the violence. He's come up with some movements that have made things happen for black folks. You understand? I'm not taking no credit away from him. But as far as a hip hop rapper in that mind state, screw Chris. If there was no me, tell me would there ever be a Chris? Check this out. Hold on. Listen really good for you people that don't know. If there was no me, tell me would there ever be a Chris? No QB? Tell me would there ever be a diss? Thank God and Miss Parker for the fact that you're here, but thank me for your fucking career.
All right, y'all better act like you know. Yo, oh my God, listen.
When you look at it now,
one more thing.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Chris is my man, but if I gave him a hand, he couldn't touch me. Fucking nigga, take a cheap shot, because in this game, you got to learn to keep the hammer on the heat cock. Fuck around, nigga, wind up on the meat block, I spit fire. Give a nigga heat shock, Shan's the man. He's sick. And if Chris even fucking try to breathe, click.
Y'all heard it. You heard it here on From the Ground Up Productions. MC Shan in the building. He not playing. Listen, before we even came on, Al Mosley was asking you, who do you think is gonna win? They said that's a question for you, Kane or Chris.
Oh my God, I hate when people do this, man. Every time they call me, my thing cuts off.
Oh, okay.
I can't hear now.
You can't hear?
I'll come right back.
Okay, come on back.
They do that to me all.
It's all good. We're going to wait for him to come back. Big shout out to y'all. Y'all share this live right now. I'm going to definitely be asking all of the questions that y'all ask, shouting your name out. And the questions, if y'all got questions, put them in the comment section. And we will ask MC Shan what the questions are. While y'all in here, I just want to shout out to the pastor from Brooklyn. He is doing his thing, guys. He is out there pushing and helping single mothers and mothers who are out there that need Pampers out there in Brooklyn and Crown Heights, Brooklyn. So if y'all know anybody, he got a GoFundMe going on right now, and he's a pastor in Brooklyn, and he's really out there trying to help the community. So if you in here, put that up in there. The mayor of Crown Heights, put that in the comment section. If not, we'll come back and do it again. So, all right. Hey. All right. So listen.
That's not a crib sign he's throwing.
Oh, no, I didn't think so. I did not think so. But what kind of sign is it?
I don't know. Ask him. What was that? It was a letter C. Oh, he's good at his ABCs.
Good. Boy, that's good.
Now, what was the question that we did before? So, see, people be on the broadcast and they think they funny. They want to call me and say, yo, I'm on the show watching you. What the fuck you got to tell me that for, motherfucker?
I can't take it. I know what you mean.
And as far as my child sitting here and hearing me saying the things that I say, I live by old school rule. You should don't do what I do what I say.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to let society and these new millenniums raise my children for me and tell me, oh, you shouldn't pop a 2-year-old. If he fuck up, I'm popping his ass. Y'all can call who the fuck you want.
Those are the same people that's okay with the cops busting your kid's ass, though.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. No, them the people. Look, most of them don't have kids. Because if you had kids, you would know why I'm busting his ass.
So they ain't got to do it. That's a fact. Big shout out to Mikey D in the building. I see you, Mikey D. You know what I mean?
Is that the real Mikey D, my partner?
You already know that's the real Mikey D up in the building. Absolutely.
My partner.
And Sunshine, I see you. Lamont Baker, I see you. So going back to the question from Al Mosley, he said, who do you think is going to win between Chris and Kane?
See, there's only thing that you can judge on that battle right there because they have their own lane. Kane is not a Chris. Chris is not a Kane. Neither am I or anybody from our era. We all stood in our own lane, okay? What you should be looking for as far as Kane and Chris, because them two are the most illest entertainers on the planet. Most artists that hit the stage can't touch them, including myself. can't touch him. So as far as lyricism and let them do what they do, they're going to be great on that platform. What I'm looking for is the stage performance. But I know Kane be having stuff up his sleeve. And so to me, that battle isn't about, oh, whose lyrics is ill. They both got ill lyrics. That shit is like, yo, let's see who the king of the stage is as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely. Okay. All right. Chucky Chuck was good. Chucky Chuck in the building. I see you. DJ Cisco, go back up real quick. He had asked a question. I want to get some of these people's questions, and then I want to get to mine. Where was it at? Oh, I think if I could remember, he said, listen, he said, you gotta do, was it a battle or a versus? Because he said he dissed Queens. So he feel there's a need for you to do that. I can't find the message, but I know he said it somewhere.
All right, but let me understand. Let me make y'all understand this. They've been robbing us and suckering us in hip hop for a while now. I'm not gonna keep getting suckered. People keep saying, yo, Shan, Kane should bring you out as a surprise. I ain't seen a check. I ain't one of these out here that's like, oh, just happy to do it. I love the people that love my music. But this one gotta eat, shorty. They getting a check. Right. You dig what I'm saying? So if it ain't about a check, you ain't gonna see me doing it. All right. And if it's about a check and the check ain't big enough, that's right. Thumbs up again. Give him a thumbs up. If the check ain't big enough, I done retired from hip hop. I'm a civilian now.
Absolutely.
Happy with, I'm not going, you know, you lose a lot of weight, right? You lose a lot of weight when you walk around and you don't look for people to say, oh, I'm MC Shan. You looking for all the credits. I don't look for the credits. I lost that. I shed that. You know what I'm saying? I walk through life like a normal person and just be who I am. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm happy with that. There's people that see me in the supermarket and be like, yo, shit, but I don't look for it anymore. I'm happy with my civilian life, just being a daddy, doing what I do in the yard, fixing my truck, because I'm a cheap motherfucker.
Well, you know listen, let me, because we since you're talking about the truck, I'm gonna jump over to that real quick. Listen, you got no filter. We all know that. You understand what I'm saying? Straight, you saying it straight from the hood all day long. He not playing no games and he don't give a fuck. All right, we already understand and know this, right? Never take nothing away from you because you're very intelligent, very smart. I've been watching. I pay attention to you when you was building that bus. I see you that you be working on old cars and fixing them up. You got a lot of skills, a lot of freaking skills, honestly, that a lot of men don't really have today. So first, I want you to talk to us.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
They do have it. They do have it, but they don't have an example. They don't have an example like myself to show them to dig deep in, because a lot of that bus building and all of that you see me doing is all things that I've learned in 5th grade. If I need something 10 inches, I get a ruler. Bam. They told me that in 5th grade. Plus and minus, all of that. Now, they don't have shop classes like they used to have back in the days, but I learned electricity in shop classes. Okay. I can wire a house. All of this because I dug back in my mind. See, once upon a time, we were kings. The all I seeing and the all I knowing, but we've been shaded so much and been told that we ain't shit that we start to believe that. And in my quest and my mission and the shit that I do, look at me. Yeah, y'all say you're a fucked up father. You're cussing in front of your kid, but at least I'm in front of my kid. How about you, Sean? You dig what I'm saying? Absolutely. I teach my kid. If I gave little Hota a screwdriver right now, he ain't gonna go play with it with a box. He gonna go right to a screw with it. And so I'm teaching my little young kings the things that they know to get along and remember that they are the kings that they are. That's Forget beautiful. The school books. None of this that you see me doing am I qualified for. None of it. Okay?
Okay.
None of it. Now, there's a such thing called Google right now. After I run to the extent of my knowledge and I need a little bit of help, Google has everything. See, so I don't understand how a man can sit here and say that he doesn't know and understand anything when you have the world at your fingertips. So if you're falling behind as a black man, I'm not talking to everybody else, and standing there talking about, oh, I can't, and who's holding me down? It's you who's holding you down, shorty. You. That's it. Nobody else holding shit. You can't blame nobody for nothing. You can't fault nobody for nothing. Because when you wake up in the morning, you wake up by your motherfucking self. Your eyes open. All right? If somebody else's eyes didn't open, that ain't got shit to do with you.
Yep.
And I'm sorry that this is the way that my sons are taking in these lessons, but that's okay. He made it. He know I'm cursing, but he'll never repeat it. But the lesson that I'm giving right now is definitely sinking into his little mind.
Absolutely. Listen, that's what's up. So you're saying, you know, and which is very true when you think about it. It's not that they can't do it. They don't have, you know, that stuff is not being presented to them or taught to them. So would you ever teach people how to do that, Shan?
I'm getting ready to build another bus, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 4-5 people that don't know nothing about nothing. And we're going to film it. And we're going to they're going to learn along the way. It might not be the proper way, but see what happens when you learn things properly, that's where you're stuck at. Oh, I learned it this way. See, my learning curve is way above my knowledge. So, all right, if I learned something this way, that's the way I'm going to do it. But just because it was told that way, that don't mean that's the only way to do it.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So,
you're right.
In my quest of not knowing how, because I was taught, I figure it out. It's going to come out with the same result as the person that been taught it, but this is my own teaching. There's never a failure. You always learn in everything you do. If you mess up, you learn not to do that again.
That's a
Simple.
fact.
That's a fact. You know how much shit I broke learning something?
Because he's like that too. He be fixing stuff all the time, and I be looking like, damn, how he figure it out. But it is good that you could do that. So you telling me just based off of what you learned in elementary and Google is all you needed to build that bus, to put cars together and make an old car a new car. That's amazing. Yes. That is amazing. Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yo,
and even if I gotta look, and it don't mean it doesn't have to be old. It'll be new.
Okay.
I got a 450 GL out there, right? The reason why I bought the truck, because the radiator got a little sting in it, but pressure, it'll blow. I'm getting ready to wheel a Mercedes Benz in here. And you know when people, once you go to the shop, they're gonna jerk you anyway. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm already familiar with that jerk you game. The radiator cost me $100, but they would have cost me $3,000 for them to do it for me. Why? Because it's a Mercedes. Fuck you, nigga. Shut the fuck up. It ain't rocket scientist. It ain't rocket science, motherfucker. Now y'all niggas mad because niggas is coming to me with they Benzes to fix that shit because y'all niggas charge too much. Hooray for me.
Listen, shout out to you for that. Big shout out to Tyler Mix in the building. I see you, Tyler Mix. Yo, Shan, let's real quick the bus. Let's show them the bus real quick so y'all can see. If y'all haven't yet seen it, let's go to that bus and show them.
So this is it. This is your sizzle bus.
Right answer.
Ready for anybody that wants to motherfucking have it. Know what I thought of? I would have had the Super Bowl playing in here and whatnot. This is a nice little Super Bowl joint. You want you and your partners and shit.
He got the stripper pole in the middle. He ain't playing. He ready for y'all all day. He said, shit, one thing we need is that stripper pole.
All right, but see, because I'm in Atlanta. But look, that stripper pole comes out because I'm not just trying to go for one type of clientele. If no people come down here to Atlanta, right, and they rent them little SUVs, them little black SUVs to get around, you can rent my bus at a comparable price, the same like you rent the SUV. But if you look in that bus, you got mad more space than you have in an SUV. You got 7 TVs. You want the stripper pole, I give it to you. If you want a chick on the bus, I give you that too. But it ain't my, you know what I'm saying? But if you don't want the pole, we could take the motherfucker out. You know what I mean?
Right.
But the way they seen that bus, it looked just like it was built by some professionals. No, it was built by me, all by myself. And you can attest to that. I built that bus by myself with my own 2 hands.
Absolutely. We seen
so
it.
that just says that anything that you want to do, the only person stopping you is you and your motherfucking mentality. Period.
Dropping them jewels. He be giving y'all the fuck yous with it, but he be dropping them jewels though. That's a fact. Yo, big shout out to DJ
and fuck
Russ.
you if you don't like it.
Wait. Oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Yo, all right. So listen, real quick, let's go over to you was on what is it, 150D?
110.
110 or 150?
It's the DJ K Slade.
The DJ K Slade was it 150? But what was the number? 100 and what?
I think it's 110.
All I know is that I felt honored that K Slade reached out to me, and he didn't get his underlings to reach out to me. K Slade, the Don, him motherfucking self, called me and said, "Yo, Shan, I got a project that I want you on." You dig what I'm saying? Me and K Slade, we've met along life, but never hung out, chilled, and all that. But just him being who he is, and his status in this hip hop game, and how he's trying to propel the culture forward. When he called me, that was like, "Yo, think I made it."
Oh, come on, we about to tell them how much you made it when we also talk about the samples that people got into. We know about the samples. Don't be trying to hide the good stuff.
No, it ain't samples. They just took my whole stuff, and we'll get to that. Informer, so that is only I can blame. You
already know. Shan is paid. But listen, don't look, we know. But real quick.
But I'm a humble person. I'm a humble person, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm so not like the average person that got $2 to spend. That is not funny. And I don't know why I try and act like those guys. I go buy a brand new pair of Timbs. For what? Soon as I buy the brand new Timbs, they look nice the first day. If you see my boots right now, you'll be like, "Why you buy those?" Because soon as I buy them, I do what it's made for. I do work in them. They dirty. They fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I don't buy clothes. I wear the same jeans 3 days in a row. Why? Because I don't wash my ass, but I'm getting ready to go do something that's dirty out here, and I don't need to dirty up any more clothes. And now, if you look, the rich people, right? They dress like real skanks. They just, you fucking wouldn't even know they got money, right? Then the middle class, they dress a little bit, but the poorest motherfuckers on the planet, they dress like they got $1 million and they got a dominant pocket.
Absolutely.
Can I get a clap on that shit? Come on now.
You getting the clap? I'm dropping the bombs. I'm giving you the horns, the whole 9 yards. You getting the works on that. That is so damn true. I was actually talking to a good friend of mine about that shit earlier, yo. You so right. Big shout out to BTP Media Group. We see you, Jeff, in the building. We see you. Yo, so listen, anybody, I don't know if y'all seen that. I don't know if it's 110 or 150. I can't get the number right. But K Slade definitely.
He got 200 coming now. He got 200 coming, but it's just by circumstance and life's happenstances that I couldn't get on that one because of things that were happening in my personal life. So, but big shout to K Slade because he reached out to me again like, "Yo, you want to be down on this one?" I said, "Hell yeah."
He had a squad on that one too.
Listen, that shit was long. It was like 40-something minutes. I was like, but I listened to that whole joint and it was fire. We about to play MC Shan's clip real quick for y'all so y'all can see. We're gonna get into that now.
Hold on now, imagine who they put me in between.
Listen, who they put you in between? Yo, right after you, did we see KRS? I said they did that shit on purpose.
Big Daddy came in the beginning.
Right.
He knew what he was doing. But listen, it's all love. It's hip hop. It's the culture. We know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into that.
Right. I love both of them. Come on now. This is hip hop. Real hip hop.
Absolutely. Go ahead, baby.
Tough shit, but I can back up game. When you silly motherfuckers on the mic talk the same old same. How you wouldn't hesitate to kill, buck, rack, attack. Action if he said the shit, say fuck that. Bullshit, I'm not the one to get with. Pressure gets a pile, not giving a fuck what I hit. I play your songs like a lullaby to put me to sleep. And I see it like a pussy that's this deep.
Yeah. Y'all already know what it is. MC Shan's.
Now, imagine this, though.
That joint. What's good?
Look, now imagine this, though. that video was shot on that bus that I made. Now, if you look at it in that video clip, it looked like it was, you know what I'm saying, professionally done by some other motherfucker other than this stupid ass rap nigga.
Listen,
but if this stupid ass rap nigga could do it, so can you.
Yeah, you know what? I saw you in the background. You had your "Left Me Lonely" video playing. One of my favorite songs.
Yo, you already know. You pay attention. You pay attention over here. Word up, for real, for real. Man, but yeah, that was dope too. Again, like I said, you got a lot going on. I want to go a little bit backtrack and talk about some of the history. We already, like, everybody know the history with the whole, you know, we gonna call it the verses back then, right? That's what we gonna call it. We gonna call it the verses back then. But
so that one, let me grab a whistle.
All right, go ahead. Go grab your whistle. For shizzle, whistle.
They ain't never that whistle. Fucking fall. What you mean?
Oh, shit. Keep this shit close by. All right, stop playing. Listen, there's a story that we didn't hear from you before, and I would like you to elaborate on that if you can, as far as with Scott LaRock.
So who gonna stop me from elaborating on it? Who gonna stop me?
Nobody. Ain't nobody stopping Shan. We already know. Listen, talk to us about the story about with Scott LaRock. There was some issue with something. Well, you know what? Let me backtrack a little bit. One thing about with New York, right? No matter what the situation was, no matter what the beef was, and when I say beef, I'm talking industry beef on wax, right? Y'all still would hold each other down out of state if you were somewhere else. Now, there was an incident, right, that happened with Scott LaRock.
Yes, it was.
And
yes, it was
something that he did. Can you elaborate and tell us what went down with that?
Now, see, 2 days before Scott LaRock got killed, we was up in Ohio, right? And something happened between Scott and his chick the night before, where Scott slapped the holy crap out of her, right? The next morning, but y'all see how I am. If you see me on the street, I'm just the same, you know, whether I'm superstar or not superstar, I'm broke, whatever, I'm the same. And so she seen me in the elevator the next morning, and she said, "Shan, you respect me, but Scott LaRock, I'm gonna kill that nigga." Reached in her bag, pulled out a Uzi and showed me. That wasn't the only thing. She had the hotel surrounded with niggas. And this was back in the days we used to call them butchers, right? No disrespect to anyone, but she was thugging. She ran a whole crew of dudes.
Oh my God, damn.
I'm telling you, but see, here's where character comes in. I could have been a character and said, damn, I don't want nothing to do with that. Let me shut up and go about my business. They ain't got nothing to do with me. But instead, yo, we real dudes like that. So I went and told, yo, Scott, whatever you did last night, your homegirl trying to kill you. So Ty and us came up with a thing to sneak them out of the hotel on my bus. So we snuck them out of the hotel on my bus, and we took their bus, and them niggas chased us to the airport till they seen Shan was on the bus. Like, oh, nah, that ain't Chris' bus. And but 2 days later, I thought that girl had so much power that she came to New York and snuffed Scott.
That's freaking crazy. Was you scared that they was chasing your bus?
Chris, I heard Chris do an interview and he say he don't remember that. Of course you wouldn't, because it was done underneath your nose, stupid.
Oh my God. Yo.
You know what I'm saying? So crazy. Not only could you thank me for your career, thank me for your bus not getting shot up back then. And it's a true story that can be verified by folks. You understand?
Yeah.
I don't just get on this social media stuff and just be saying things to sound good and try and make people. No, that ain't my stilo. If I started being fake right now, that would make every real thing that I ever did irrelevant.
Absolutely. You wasn't afraid when they was chasing your bus, though, Chan?
See, hold up, wait, let me say this. That's a message for you niggas out here screaming, I'm a real nigga. You held it down, then you get locked up and you snitch. Makes all that real shit you did, nigga, non-relevant.
Exactly.
Take your motherfucking charge, nigga. You did it. Stop being a pussy about it. Take your fucking charge, homie.
Yeah, and nowadays they're snitching right on the live. They're getting right on the live and telling
absolutely.
They're telling the police everything, the whole story.
And then they be like,
right,
yo, who
look,
bitch?
Here's the dumbest shit. They get on the live, not snitching on you, but snitch on their own self. See, you know where that started from? That started from rap records when niggas start telling where the stash spot was in the car and all of this. The people that did that were not. They had nothing to do with the stash spots. They didn't have no drugs. They didn't have nothing. But they getting on a record telling the police where the real drug dealers got the stash spot in the car. Press the button and the goddamn glove compartment dropped to the floor. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
And they always blame the hip hop police when it's actually the police. Exactly. Looking
they
at
are the hip hop police.
You are the fucking cops.
That's what I'm about to say.
You are the cops, nigga.
So what I was asking you, Shan, you wasn't scared when they was chasing your bus though? Knowing that they was rolling with them Uzis and shit?
Come on, you know that I ain't gonna, nigga. We were fucking nervous like a motherfucker. Fuck you mean? I saw that Uzi. Shorty could have licked that bus up and hit everybody in the bus on her own. Of course, I was fucking scared. I ain't Superman. Now, see, a lot of people that get it fucked up out here in life, right? Yeah, they want to stick their chest out and say Superman. And they so stupid because they think Superman do everything by himself, right? But I'm going to show you where you stupid. Superman ain't that strong because he had to go, hey, baby, could you help me and zip my shit up? Ain't no zip in the front, my nigga. So what the fuck? The nigga had to turn around and say, baby, can you help me zip my shit up? So stop trying to play like Superman didn't even need help, motherfucker. Everybody need a hand up every now and then. Stop fucking playing yourself like you super god, demigod. Fuck you, nigga. Superman needs help zipping his shit up.
Listen, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. We all need a little bit of help. Y'all thugs out there, y'all hardcore thugs, y'all need some help too. So stop playing.
Yeah. They need help fucking understanding that they ain't really hardcore thugs, motherfucker. And if you cry, it doesn't make you a fucking sissy. I cry all the time. But I dare you to bring it up in my face, nigga.
Listen, I'm trying to get through this without having to go to the bathroom, please. Listen. Oh man. What did he say? Shan and Chris should battle? Who said that? Oh, Al Mosley said Shan and Chris should battle. Big shout out to Shaquille. I know I seen you. I'm not sure if you're still here, but big shout out to Shaquille.
My nigga Shaquille from Philly?
Nah, Shaquille from Newark.
Well, anyway, that Shaquille we talk about, that's my nigga too.
Oh, well, okay. All right. Philly stand up. That's what I'm talking about. Talk to us a little bit about what it was like growing up in Queensbridge. Like, it made you who you are today. So what is the experiences that you had growing up in the atmosphere like that?
Queensbridge back then was very much more family orientated. It was like my mother knew this person's mother. Come to find out, my mother and a partner that I hung out with, come to find out when she heard my name, she said, I used to hang out with your mother when we were kids. See, wow. Queensbridge was family orientated like that. The Queensbridge that you have today is not the same. You still have a few families out there that still have roots. You know what I'm saying? But Queensbridge is basically a drop people in now. You know what I'm saying? You walk down Queensbridge streets, they got hotels around the corner, all kind of stuff. This is not the same family atmosphere that I grew up with. And then you get a lot of guys that they go live in Queensbridge after 20 years of being somewhere else. And now you making rap records talking about I'm from the bridge. Nigga, no, you not. Shut the fuck up.
Oh my God. All right, damn. He said, no, the fuck you not. All right, you ain't from here because you didn't really experience what it really was like. Okay.
Look, my birth certificate say 4008 10th Street. That's when you say you from the bridge, your shit motherfucker say 4008 10th Street.
All right, okay. Is that the truth?
That's on my birth certificate for real. That's look. One time, me and Molly had a little thing, right? He said, "You ain't really from Queensbridge." Nigga, I'm more Queensbridge than a lot of motherfuckers, and I put my birth certificate up on the internet, and it said 4008 10th Street. Can't deny that.
Okay. All right. Shan, would you, okay, so you didn't get the verses with KRS-One. Would you be interested in doing the verses with anybody else, or you only want it with Chris?
Check this out. If them niggas ain't giving me a check, I ain't doing a motherfucking thing. I don't care if it's for the culture, if it's for, know what they give you nowadays, it'll be a good look for you. No, when the rest of you niggas is getting paid, it'll be a good look for me. Kiss my ass, fuck you. Don't come to me with a check. You can kiss my fucking ass. Win or lose, I don't give a fuck. Y'all been saying for 30 fucking years the nigga took me out, which we know ain't true when we ain't never had a fucking battle. How you gonna take a nigga out you never stood in front of and battled? Okay, so y'all been living a lie for 30 years. So if they give me 200,000, I might just go and say, sing my shit. Well, whatever.
Exactly.
But I'm gonna get a check, motherfucker. I ain't doing shit for the culture. Fuck the culture. Y'all can kiss my ass. I love the people who fuck with me. Did what I'm saying, but the culture ain't the culture that you think. They have fucking twisted this music business around so much that you don't know what bit. Now, in order to come off nowadays, back in the days, you can be an artist and just be that and get fucking rich. Nowadays, your career lasts what? 1 album, 2? Now, in order to continue to keep making that fucking money, you got to fucking either get down with TV, you got to get down with endorsements, you got to get down with this, you got to get down with that, which also comes along with a fucking can of grease. You understand?
Yes.
If we know what the fuck I'm saying. And so they got this shit intertwined that if you want to fucking dance among us, motherfucker, take this Vaseline. I ain't with that shit.
Now, I'm going to say this because not for nothing. You have always been that way, because I know when I was looking at another guy talk about you let them know back in the day when it was the Juice Crew and Marley Marl was getting y'all doing mixtapes and wasn't paying you, and you was like, nah, I'm not even going to do that if I'm not getting paid.
So you knew the business.
That's the symphony. That was the symphony. That's why I'm not on the symphony. And now see that story I just told y'all about, if you don't got the can of Vaseline, that was the whole start of the end of my career. Because Benny Medina, yes, I'll say his name, I'm from New York, Sharp. We don't play that. And I caught the vibe. And I told him straight to his face that, yo, you a bundle of sticks, homie. And from there, I got dropped off of Warner, this, that, and the third. And this is the story out. They had me set up for the Fresh Prince. It was fucking made for me to be the Fresh Prince. Well, since I did all of that, oh, we don't want him. He ain't the type, because I ain't, man, please. Y'all better, man. Y'all ain't gonna invite me to no party and say everybody's gonna be dressed in velvet robes. And they open their robe. Anything that points your direction, open your mouth.
Yo, I can't say it. Yo. He said they are not slipping up in here. Yo, it's crazy that Hollywood is like that. And it's crazy that, you know, because I still watch The Fresh Prince to this day. You know what I mean? There's some shows that I still watch. And now, ever since I found out.
Oh, wait. Now, let's put this back. Okay, now, remember the Fresh Prince's first movie after he did Fresh Prince was 6 Degrees of Separation, where he had the can of Vaseline.
Oh,
picture me doing that. Even if it was 4 fucking cameras, picture me doing that.
That was his first movie after that, yep.
Lord Jesus. Wait, I don't remember that.
Induction into the fucking fold is all I can say.
I'm gonna have to go back and look because I don't remember. But that's a lot of subliminals right there. Okay, it's a lot of subliminals right there.
That ain't subliminal. I said that shit out my mouth, but I'm not taking none. And I'm not taking none from Will. I'm telling my story. I'm not gonna tell my story because he got more money than me. This is what the fuck happened. This nigga got the role, and look what happened. After I told homie here a bundle of sticks, this nigga got the role. It's not my fault you part of my story. I'm not gonna not tell that part of my story because it involved Will Smith. I love Will. Will first show he ever did was with me at the First World Repertory in New York. All right? Charlie Mack, the nigga that protects his fucking neck, is my nigga. I'm not worried about none of this. We all come from the same cloth. And if you wasn't a part of my story, I wouldn't be saying. You don't hear me mentioning nobody else's fucking name, do you?
Told y'all, no filter.
That's all. You know, it was always that. You know, the parties, because we heard comedians say that there was some parties that they would go to and they'd be in the back doing.
Cat Williams. Remember when Cat Williams said he walked by, he seen the room, then he backed up and said, "Are those two niggas kissing?" yo. So the shit goes down. We know it would. Everybody know it goes down. You know what I mean?
And look, and this is one reason why I'm sitting here telling y'all that I'm transitioning my life out of that to a regular civilian, because I don't want to deal with that. In order for me to get to some real money, I would have to subject myself to shit that I'm really not with. You know what I'm saying? Just my integrity won't allow me to motherfucking entertain that conversation. And so I understand, as an old school artist, ain't no money in motherfucking me making another album. I know and understand that the people that were my fans and still love me, they have work every day. They ain't putting their fucking credit card on a Spotify. You got me fucked up, nigga, if I'm gonna be subscribing to some fucking digital shit to listen to your old ass rap. Fuck you, nigga. I got bills to pay.
Yo, I'm with you on that. It's a shame that the industry has turned into that now, where, you know, people think that they're winning, but it's those companies that's really winning, that's taking all their money. That's really.
But I'm gonna tell you how we can circumvent this, right?
How?
See, artists that are of my age and put out records between 1986 and 96 can now go back and claim the rights to their shit. 30 years is all they got. So now they either got to come up with some new motherfucking money. I'm in the process of doing this right now, getting all my rights back from all of these record companies, my writers, everything that they fucking own. But they're gonna cut a check to stay involved. So I'm going to get paid off of the same entities that I've gotten paid for the last thing. But in the end of the day, I now own my shit. So now, and I figured this out. There's a lot of companies out here that are out here calling old school artists, and they feel that they're broke and they don't got no money. They tried that shit with me. I told them, kiss my fucking ass. Fuck you. I got bread. Right? So they'll call you and say, are you interested in selling us your catalog? Are you interested in this? I'm like, no. Why would they want to come to you in 2021 for some shit you made in 1986 and say, here, I'm going to give you money? Because at that point, they now own it. They know that 30 years is up. And now, since that 30 years is up and they're the proper owners, they can go to these record companies and say, that 30 years shit is up. We need to renegotiate. And the black person, the creators like myself, who did all of this shit, get nothing.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah,
I can give you a perfect example. Listen, and I'm not putting nobody under the bus. One of the writers with me on Informer, right? We had, Informer, did his peak and then it started sliding down. A company came to this person and said, well, we'll give you blah, 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 blah. It sounds real good right now. They gave motherfucking like maybe 100,000 for, oh, we'll buy your rights to Informer for 100,000. So they took it. Right now, they spent all that money. 2 months later, Daddy Yankee came out with Concama. It went 41 times platinum. I got 100,000 sitting in my fucking bank account, just sitting there. You dig what I'm saying?
Yes.
So do not sell your motherfucking rights to your shit, because these niggas will get you. Now, as soon as she sold that shit, Karma came off. Wow. Now, the motherfucker she sold it to was getting 300,000 and 400,000 for that 100,000 that she. I shouldn't have said she because it gives it. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, it's crazy.
Don't sell your shit. because you never know. And like I said, I'm in negotiation to get all my Concama money. I got my Concama money, but to get the rights back to Informer, the rights back to Down by Law, the rights back to Molly Scrap, the rights back to all of the things that I've written, because I'm a granddaddy in this music business now. But there's certain people that you have to contact to get this done.
Yeah.
Would you be able to pass your stuff down to your kids and grandkids?
Of course.
Okay.
You know, we had an interview with Mikey D who told us the same thing, that he just started doing the same thing, getting all his rights back to his stuff.
Absolutely. Because he
an old motherfucker too.
He said, because he said that certain things that was in the contract didn't include certain things as far as digital and stuff like that. So that made it easier for him to be able to get his rights back. And
all right, but see, lucky for you, Mikey D, if you still here, lucky for you, because they buttoned that shit down in my contracts. They buttoned it down and said anything in the future, any new kind of fucking form of music that we make. You know what I'm saying? This was Warner Brothers in my contracts. Motherfucker, anything that we derive in the future where we sell music and make money off it, motherfucker, we covering that shit.
Okay. DJ Cisco said, sell your catalog. Yup.
I'm not selling no motherfucking catalog for what? Why would I sell my catalog? Didn't you hear me and just say?
I think maybe what he was saying was, that's probably. I think he was probably agreeing with you as far as selling the catalog.
Because I was about to say, what's his name again?
DJ Cisco. You know DJ Cisco.
All right. I was about to say, yo, Cisco. Don't be an asshole. You just heard what I said, nigga. Don't sell shit.
Just call him. But you know what's so funny is that DJ Cisco.
Cisco been trying to get me to shoot guns and shit. Knowing goddamn I'm a felon. Knowing I'm a fucking felon. This nigga trying to get me to shoot guns on camera. So I could go back to jail.
Y'all know he like guns. Stop playing. Cisco love them guns. Y'all better stop playing, okay?
Hell yeah.
But what was I gonna say? Every time Shan, I'm about to say something. You cut my ass off. I fucking forget. All right? That's
my name, yo.
What the hell was I gonna ask you? Oh no, I was gonna say that one of the barge, I heard him on DJ Cisco's show. He was talking about buying up people's catalogs. He said that's what he do. What the barge family?
Yeah.
He said he buys people's catalogs, and the crazy thing is, he said he does it. He was saying he do it to independent artists and everything. So I don't think it's just for the OGs in hip hop. I think it's for anybody. If you got music out there,
but now let me tell you about it. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Able to pop, right? But maybe that person that they don't have the exposure that they need, they take the music and they could probably do something with it. So
all right, but now, now let me say this. Mm-hmm. Now, DeBarge being a black motherfucking man, if he ain't fucking putting the next black man up on this shit and he trying to buy his shit out, he just as much as a fucking snake as the next nigga, and you could tell the nigga I said so. And you know DeBarge is a thug ass nigga. So see me on that one, nigga, because if you buying up black artist shit, you just as fucked up as the rest of these motherfuckers, nigga. I ain't gonna congratulate you on that shit, and I'm not gonna give you no business props. So fuck that, nigga. See me. I know you a thug, nigga.
Yo, I feel like
we could be look. The bar's probably 60. I'm 56. Look, the bar's probably 67. I'm 56, nigga. We could go get in a senior ring, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
I don't think it was. I think it was one of the sons or grandsons of the barge. I believe it was.
Yeah, well, whatever. Who the fuck it is? If you doing that to black people, you still a fuck nigga.
Yep. I feel listen.
True, yeah.
Listen.
Shit.
But I mean, listen, he said it on the show, so I ain't snitching. Listen, he said it.
And I'm not fucking gonna cover for it. Like I said, my nigga. Like I said, if you fucking black people, you a fuck nigga in my eyes. I don't give a fuck. I'll say it to your face. What are you telling me?
No,
if you fucking black artists, fuck you, nigga. But if you're not fucking black artists over, my deepest apologies for even putting your name in my mouth like that, because that's the type of individual that I am.
We know that. He ain't playing, all right? Okay. So, well,
but anybody that's out here fucking black people over, man, fuck you, nigga. Like, we ain't got it hard enough. And you gonna profit off us, motherfucker? Fuck you. Look at what happened. Jay-Z sold Brooklyn, motherfucker. Look at what Brooklyn look like now. Y'all niggas can't even live in Brooklyn no more. Y'all like, oh, Jay is the great, nigga. Jay lives in a fucking world that we can't even fucking understand.
Wait,
all right?
hold up.
He done transitioned.
What you mean he sold Brooklyn? What you
Let me tell you something. Brooklyn? You remember when, look, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you why. Every black motherfucker when Jay-Z said gentrify, right? You heard a lot of stupid motherfuckers that didn't even know what the word gentrify means. But now let me give you the fucking definition. Gentrify means take your shit and make it better for another motherfucker to come buy it and take it over, and your ass can't live here no more. So go look the shit up. So as many of you niggas that would talk about running behind Jay-Z, talk about gentrify, go look at what the fuck it mean, nigga. So now when you go to Brooklyn, you can't even fucking afford to live there. So shut the fuck up.
But isn't that happening everywhere though? Isn't that happening everywhere though, Shan?
Hold on, but you want to know why it's happening? Because they get these artists. Artists are not leaders, okay? They put them on this pedestal and they hope that the rest of the black people will look at them like a messiah and do what they say. Do you not understand how they're using this industry to fuck us over? I don't give a fuck what I'm saying. What they gonna do? Nigga, I'm a civilian now. Nigga, you can't fuck with civilians.
No, he over there. He be cussing up.
All I'm saying is, that's how it is. Look how it is. I'm gonna tell you this. Look at this. Barbara Streisand, Elton John, motherfucking Bruce Springsteen. These motherfuckers are old and retired, and they got mansions and horses and fucking shit like that. We've got motherfucking Grandmaster Caz. We've got Melly Mel. We've got fucking those that, all of that age. None of them own shit.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Yep. And they still the fuck out here singing. So what the fuck you think this hip hop culture is doing to us? I'm sorry that I'm getting emotional, but I need people to hear this shit. They're robbing us. Motherfucker, we still out here fucking singing shows at 65 to pay the rent and fucking feed our kids.
Yeah, that's
and it's crazy because it's the same industry. It's the same industry that they were saying before that when it first started happening, that this is not going to go anywhere. We're not even going to pay attention to it.
That was the cloud. That was the fucking blow smoke up your ass shit. Cause it was robbing us from the beginning. Period. Every contract that any of us got, the record company niggas is living in a mansion, but you got us living in motherfucker. Well, not me, because I made other moves along the way that got me out of that being stuck in that hip hop shit. All right? But you got those that have been great artists and done so much for this fucking culture. Yeah, and I'm not talking about the LLs and the Puffies and those that have took their money and their fame and have transformed it into something else, which all of us should have done. So we can't look at them and hate on them because they fucking had foresight to take that money and do something positive with it. Make sure they kids eat.
Right.
But in the end of the day, you don't see none of us old school artists in hip hop. All these motherfuckers y'all glorifying because they got a fucking Rolex on today. Tomorrow, when the tax man comes, see, y'all music don't last like ours. I'm still getting paid for my shit played on XM, right? Y'all ain't gonna motherfucking be that nigga till fucking 2087. But in between, all that money you getting now is stocks. If you didn't transform into commercials, blah, 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 take that money, put it in potato chips or whatever the fuck, you're fucked right now. Because you niggas only last one album, maybe two, because they don't develop your career like they used to do back in the days. If your first album flopped and you did kind of good, they give you another shot. Nowadays, your shit fuck up, nigga, you gone. Yep, and in the end of the day, don't try and sell nothing after or make yourself a new thing because we got you locked to this 360 fucking deal that if you have a first kid, his motherfucking left toe belong to us. And like I said, I'm sorry for being so emotional about this shit. But this is the shit that motherfuckers don't say.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. And people need to hear that. And it's sad. It is sad. You know, when you look at the culture of hip hop and the ones who did pave the way, you know, it's like, damn, it is messed up that when you look, it's like, damn, how are some of these people still struggling? And you look at the other people in other genres of music, and it's not like that, you know?
I'm gonna answer your question for you. I'm gonna answer your question for you.
Okay.
You know how it happens? When people like us sit down on a platform like this and you tell me, Shan, it should be you with Chris. Fuck that. Do verses with Chris. But we didn't never talk about how much they're going to pay Shan and Chris to do this. All we talking about is I think I would love to see it. Okay? That's where our mind is at. We would love to see it, but we ain't thinking about how it could help. This is what me and Chris do. How's it going to help us pay our bills? While we on y'all platform and helping you pay your bills and everybody else doing whatever the fuck we doing to pay our bills. We not trying to, you know what I'm saying? We're just being selfish. Okay? Instead of wanting to fucking see somebody else do good, we just want to do our own shit. Nobody wants help anymore. Like I said, Superman, motherfucker, can you help me zip my shit up?
Do you think that them not reaching out to you has to do with them not wanting you to get money because maybe they feel that you know from
I don't even give a fuck
and all of that?
I don't give a fuck what they were thinking. They could kiss my ass. I don't need it. I'm good. Let me show you how I'm living, right? Some motherfuckers, my kids got fucking quads and motorcycles, right? There's one motorcycle in the corner. You see that blue shit? Here go another one. All right, that's two. That's a motherfucking Repsol Classic. You want to ask me, do I give a fuck about whether they come give me some money? I don't give a fuck. You see my bus? You see my RV? I got a boat behind the RV. All right, you think I give a fuck about their money? I'm not the richest nigga, but I live comfortable. You see my boat? You see my motherfucking van in there? You see my other joint? You see my other one? Bam. I'm not worried about their bread, and that's not showing off. That's just me using my money in the right, proper perspective. Instead of me going and buy a fucking Bentley, why not spend a little bit less and have more? Okay, none of that shit you're seeing, none of that shit that you're looking at is 2021. None of it. None of it is 2021. I've either had to fix it or some other shit, but that's what I do. But I set my life up to live comfortably, but I'm not rich. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not out here. This is what I try and teach people. It's not what the fuck you have. It's how happy you are right now.
That's right.
Period. My shit might not be 2021, but I've got a couple. If one break, I could jump in another one. How about that?
I love it.
Yep.
I love it. Yep. And you're right. It's about happiness. It's not about materialistic things. And that's another thing in the culture that they do. They kind of lure people in with all of that because when you got people and you think that they live in that life, people want to live that life too, especially younger kids. And they want to be a part of that. You know what I mean? The younger generation, they want that, but they need leaders. They need somebody to teach and show them a better way.
I'm that buffer. I'm that buffer right there because, nigga, you can have an RV and it ain't gonna cost you $20,000. Put your back into it, nigga. The roof is leaking. Put some Flex Seal on it like I did. But guess what? You got an RV. You ain't got to have a 20-foot boat, but you can afford a little 17-foot. You dig what I'm saying? You don't have to have a yacht, a mansion, but if you can enjoy your life, and if you've got a little bit of money to spend, who give a fuck if a nigga trying to say you flexing and flossing? Fuck you, nigga. I'm trying to show you what the fucking do. And if you think that I'm flossing on you, nigga, you a nigga that think you can't achieve the shit, the bullshit that I got.
You know the crazy part is they
loving it.
The industry has sold the dream. They didn't sell anything but the dream. They taking the music and selling the dream.
But they got the money though. The ones over there, they took it and it's messed up. It's messed up. And this is why one, you know, that's why I also asked you about if you're going to be teaching the classes and stuff like that, teaching people how to build it, because these young kids, they do need that. They really need that really bad, seriously. Because I mean, for me, when I'm looking around, I'm trying to find out where are the leaders group of Black men for these young Black kids coming up. Where are they at? Because some of them, you know, if they're locked up, if whatever the case, getting killed, because these young kids don't even make it past 20 or 19 if they're a rapper. I mean, there's so many different things. And it's like, yo, sometimes I ask, like, who's at fault here when we talk, when things like that is happening? Who is the reason and the cause for that?
Get out of here with that car. Let me tell you something.
Both ways.
Look, let me tell you what they did. Baby girl, give me a whistle out my bag. Here's what they've done. Anybody that speaks like me, that talks to them, see, I'm just the same. I'm not going to talk to them like I got a tie. I'm going to tell them, nigga, listen, shit the fuck up and listen what the fuck I'm saying. They've made it to where anybody that talks like me, to give them any knowledge, is a sucker. You a sucker, yo. Yep. You want to do shit the right way. You a sucker. Why don't you listen to a nigga that did it the wrong way for so fucking long, to the point that at fucking 40-something years old, I still got arrested fucking around with drugs and guns. All right? And here I am, a rap nigga. Why don't you take it from a nigga that motherfucking did all the shit that you did, okay? And now has fucking understood that motherfucker, you don't rule the world, and listen to what the fuck we say. Because the fucking media, and see, they're going to listen to the nigga with the check. Are you going to listen to me with this 100,000, or are you going to listen to Shan tell you that that shit you doing is fuck nigga shit? Or are you going to listen to Shan when Shan telling you, don't tell the people on your fucking records to do Zan bars. Don't listen to him. Tell them motherfuckers to do as many Zanny bars and get it fucked up on drugs as Shan was when he was coked the fuck out and he was smoking cocaine every motherfucking day. Some of you niggas might not be able to survive the fucking trenches that I've been through fucking with them drugs, my nigga, because you're weak. Nigga, y'all can hear the stories that I've been through with the drugs, my nigga. All right? I'm still here, still standing. Ain't never went through no rehabs, none of that shit. But your spirit might not be the same. And they're going to take your ass down that rabbit hole, motherfucker. Can you get the fuck out is all I'm saying.
Yep. And, you know, and I'm going to say this one. I'm going to have to go, because it's a two-sided thing. You do have men out here trying to teach, but you also have to have the kids willing to listen. And the issue is they're not listening.
You're giving these kids a choice again.
Yep.
These kids don't get no choice. Fuck that. You either listen or you fuck up on your own. Yep. I'm giving you this, right? I'm not going to bear anything on my soul because you fucked up. I'm not going to go, oh, where did I fail at? No, I'm giving you these fucking lessons. See, this is what the problem is. We give these fucking kids choices nowadays. When I was growing up, there was no fucking choices. Either you did what the fuck I said or you got your ass whooped and nobody gave a fuck. Yep. Now giving kids choices. I gave my son a choice 20 minutes or hour ago. And y'all, I'm gonna bring this back to show you what I'm saying. I gave him a choice an hour ago. I said, get out of here. My son said, like he was gonna fuck me up. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Are we not seeing what the fuck we're talking about here in real life?
Yep.
This ain't no shit we got to go back to. This is some shit that happened live right here on camera. That's what the fuck it is.
Yep.
Turn that off. What you see? I told him to turn it off. He said no. Boy, I'll throw this Moscato at you. Go do
what you gotta do, Shan. Where the bell at? But don't let us see it.
I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just gonna move to it. Look, I'm just gonna move to another area that, you know what I'm saying, that I can do this. That's all.
Right.
But I mess with my kids. I don't talk to them like, since they were born, I didn't talk to them with goo goo gaga. I didn't do any of that. Goo goo gaga. I talk to them like they real human beings. You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely. And that's how you're supposed to do it.
That's how I got to talk to her. If I was gonna fuck up, my mom would tell me, I'm gonna fuck you up. That's it. I got my ass whooped.
All right, but now we get back to these millennial motherfuckers that ain't got no kids and think that everything is okay. It's not everything ain't okay. They're going against God's word right now. You know what I'm saying? If it doesn't fit into the mold, they'll go against God's word in this day and time. So I don't trust nothing that these fucking folks say to me. Nothing.
Yep.
You gotta think for yourself.
They're gonna get everybody to get this motherfucking vaccine and all this shit. Watch.
Well, how do you feel about the vaccine? How do you feel about that?
Listen, I survived Corona. All this, I ain't got no vaccine. I don't have to get the vaccine because they're making it mandatory. Companies, the government only has so much power. They can't make you get a vaccine unless it's a real emergency. But they want us to get this fucking vaccine, right? So how they can do it? They can go to Amazon and they can go to all of these companies that are looking for these fucking tax breaks and all this shit and tell them that we're not going to give you these tax breaks anymore if you don't get your fucking employees to vaccinate. And so this is how they're going to fucking catch the world with this shit. Whatever the fuck is in it or whatever they're doing, this is how they're going to get people to comply with these new rules that they're trying to make. A lot of people say, oh, yeah, that's some conspiracy theorist shit, all that. They've been speaking about that new world order shit and everything you see going on right now for years and years and years and years. And years.
Very true. Very, very true.
Yeah.
Behold the Pale Horse, all them books, they all had that stuff in there from back in the day. It was always there.
Who was the illest? Yo, I'm going to tell you, you know who was the illest on the planet?
Who?
Adolf Hitler. And I'm going to tell you something about Adolf Hitler's regime. Adolf Hitler's regime, they was all spruced up on methamphetamines, period. That's what made them so invincible, right? But Hitler was so ill. Himmler, all of them, they were so ill. They told everybody, they said that the German race was the strong, the blonde, blue eyes, and blah, blah, blah. Ain't none of them had blonde hair, blue eyes. Now, how fucking ill is that?
Yep. It's messaging.
How ill is that? That's the type of nigga I want to be. Not in the dictator way and fucked up. But yo, he had the whole country thinking that blonde hair and blue eyes was a shit. And they looking at this motherfucker with his little booty ass mustache. And he ain't even got a blonde streak of hair nowhere. That's his power.
Yep.
That fucking
shit is
power.
Crazy.
It's the power of the message. If you get the message out there and you lie enough, the people will start to believe the lie. That's all it is.
That's what they said. And the word for that is what? Propaganda.
Yep.
And if anybody knows anything about how we deal with things nowadays, look up Edward Bernays. Edward Bernays is the one that motherfucking made how we do things, selling things to people and making people interested. Edward Bernays, and he was Sigmund Freud's nephew. All right. But that's a little too deep for some of you motherfuckers and shit. So we'll get that to another day.
Yeah, but we know who Sigmund Freud is. That's the psychology guy that was talking all that shit. I took psychology, so we know about that stick motherfucker. We know.
All right, but then they should have told you about Edward Bernays, which is his goddamn nephew. Well, Edward Bernays, you see how they do advertising and all the shit you see on internet? That is all a derivative of Edward Bernays' fucking teachings. How to sell things to people, how to fucking make the black man fucking buy something and think. I'm telling you, look up Edward Bernays.
I know what you're talking about.
Anybody that just look up Edward Bernays if you think I'm fucking talking shit. And you'll see the shizzle know a little bit more than his dumb wine drinking ass fucking portrait.
I know what you're talking about.
And the first time it started with commercials, and they would be a flash. It wouldn't even be
Edward Bernays, homie.
Yep, it started with
once you read up who Edward Bernays is, all of that shit gonna fall in line in your brain. Gonna go click, click, click,
where they got the whole thing of how to sell to the Negro, how to sell to the nigga, and all that shit.
Everybody, Edward Bernays.
Yep.
So, all right, listen, Shan. What I had a damn. See, we so in the whole conversation like it's not even. I be forgetting, but listen, it's still good and you giving great information. You know what I mean? So that's all that really, really matters. It was something else I wanted to ask you. What the hell was it? I forgot. It's all good. Listen, we always happy when you come and chop it up with us. I want to know what. Wait, don't you got a joint out?
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about
that. Was called Bounce, but that was a minute ago. You know what I'm saying? Move that stick out my face, shorty, before I knock you out.
Wow, it just showed up on my was it Apple Music? When I typed your name in, it came up. That was
yeah, that was something recent. But see, that just goes to prove that what I said earlier, that it was up there on Spotify, it's on YouTube. You can listen to it for free. Now, all of those that say they support the culture and they are in for old school hip hop, if you on my Instagram, that it came across that Shan got a new song called Bounce. But now you say Shan been waiting for you to but yet the algorithms don't say that you clicked it. So I know and understand how this game is. Yeah, you gonna tell me I can't wait till you, and then you know how they get off of it? They say, yo, where can I buy the CD? Nigga, when the last time you bought a fucking CD? Stop playing with me, man.
Yo, some people still buy CDs though. Put that message back up there.
Nigga, to ask them. Ain't no fucking record budget over here to have no motherfucking CD. This is why they say download the MP3. You still a CD motherfucker? You should have a CD burner because they cost only $2 nowadays.
Yeah, that's a fact. For like 10 of them.
Make your own motherfucking CD. See? So when a nigga tell me that, either you not knowledgeable to fucking this computer age that we fucking with, or you too fucking stupid, or you just fucking with me to fuck with me. To say, oh, I would support you if you had a CD. Fuck out of here. I ain't going for none of that dumb shit. You can maybe get that shit over on some idiot nigga, but not me.
Al Mosley said, he said, ask about his music and you got a clothing line. He wants to know about that.
That's only coming out in the wintertime. And that bio, I'll put that bio back up. When it comes back out, it'll be across my Instagram. But see, when I know, I'm so ill like this, it's like I know that in coronavirus and all of this thing, people ain't got money to be trying to buy some, maybe you do, maybe you don't. I'm not going to put anything on anyone. Right. But I'm not going to go hawking some shit knowing that everybody else is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hawk no clothes. I'm not gonna hawk an album. Niggas can't even fucking hardly eat. They getting stimulus check, this, that, and the third. And so, nigga, I put that shit to the side because that's not gonna make me or break me. But so I'm not gonna sit here and sell my folks shit they don't need.
So what about the bus? You got the bus going? Are you renting that out? People book that.
People can book it, but see, that's just like one of them fall back on shits. I don't really need the bus right now. I built it out of fucking boredom and the simple fact that I said on Instagram, fuck y'all, I'm gonna build this bus by myself. And then I had my motherfucking conscience tap me on my shoulder and said, nigga, you know what you just said, right? You're gonna build that motherfucker by yourself. You know what you said. And you know what? What drove me was I know a lot of people heard me say that. And they were watching me, waiting for me to fail. You can't fucking think that I'm gonna fail because when a motherfucker think I'm gonna fail, I'm not only gonna do it for you one time. I'm gonna do it for you twice, just to let you know that the first time wasn't a fucking mistake.
I love it.
So watch when I put another bus back there. That first one wasn't a mistake, and the second one gonna be better than that because I know how to do it now.
All right.
See, nothing is ever a fucking.
Y'all already know. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, I don't know if there's anything that we didn't ask you that you want people to know or anything that you want to put out there and any shout outs that you want to give. But we want to thank you again for coming on and chopping it up with us. You know, we always enjoy talking to you. We already know how you do it. You know what I'm saying? And I was glad when you said, yes, you'll come back because we definitely wanted to have you back on the show.
Look. I got 5% in my phone.
Okay.
And so we're going to have to wrap it. What's that?
We are wrapping it up. Okay, Shan, listen, thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate you, brother. And
I appreciate y'all for having me with my phone at 2%.
All right. Listen.
Appreciate y'all.
We'll see you later, Shan. Thanks again.
All right. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate everybody for checking in. One time for your mind, two time for your soul. It's your man Shizzle. With a whistle, ain't nothing standing between you and success, but there an opportunity. Now is the only opportunity and time to go get it. Let's go.
All right, y'all heard it here. That's right, on From the Ground Up Productions. That's right. It's your girl, Lady Miz. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you're not already, make sure you go over to MC Shan's Instagram page. Follow him on there to keep up with all the stuff that he got going on. And that's MC Shan 1. Is it _1 or 1?
No, MC Shan 1.
MC Shan 1, just 1. MC Shan and the number 1. Go follow him on Instagram to keep up with all that he got going on. I'm your host, Lady Miz.
Hold on. We got to shout out Doacious.
Oh, yes. And again, this show is also sponsored by the artist Doacious. Make sure y'all go over to his Instagram as well and check out this independent brother doing his thing out there grinding. And he is so dope. I need y'all to go over to his page and check him out. Lady Z, King Charlie Prince, Al, all of y'all that was in the building. Demo Way, I can't see everybody right now, but I thank y'all for tuning in. Again, y'all can continue to share this live. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that notification button so y'all know when we go live. If you have a Roku, remember to add our TV network to your TV list. That's From the Ground Up Productions TV. And listen, that's about it.
You're now tuned in to From the Ground Up Productions, broadcasting around the world.
Peace.
See y'all later, y'all. Thanks for checking in. We see y'all later. Peace.
We hope you enjoyed your time with From the Ground Up Productions. We'll see you next time. Be sure to add our channel to your Roku list and listen to us on all streaming platforms.
From the ground up. From the ground up. There's only one way to go from here.